to this week's Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. I am covering 3 cases this week. 1 is a missing person and 2 are murders. On July 17, 1995, Scott Defelice was a 31-year-old who worked at Pro Image at East Point Mall in Dundalk, Maryland. Around 10 a.m. that day was the last time he was seen. There were sightings of him at the Carroll Island Amico near his home, but that was never verified. On February 21, 1997, his black pickup was found in a hotel parking lot in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The keys were inside the truck, and surveillance video had it parked there for 3 months. If you have any information regarding Scott Defelice, please call Baltimore County Police at 410-307-2020. On December 4th, 2010, Whitney Bennett, a 23-year-old mother of 3 from Fruitland, Maryland, called her boyfriend William Hill to go to a party in Salisbury. After the party, Whitney spent the night at Will's house, and according to Will and his family, Whitney left in the morning. When Whitney did not return home after 5 days, Whitney's mom, Robin, called the police to report her missing. As police started to investigate, a person by the name of Nick came to police and told them that he and Whitney had been dating for 5 months and that he spoke to Whitney last on December the 3rd. Whitney was supposed to pick him up, but she never showed. When police asked Nick about Will, Nick told them that Will was abusive to Whitney and he had seen bruises on her. In addition, at a Thanksgiving party, witnesses were forced to intervene after seeing Will choke Whitney. During the investigation, Will Hill was arrested for sex abuse charges unrelated to Whitney's disappearance and refused to speak to police regarding his girlfriend's disappearance. When Christmas rolled around and Whitney has still not been found, it was clear to her family that Whitney was deceased. In January, a neighbor called police to say that he saw suspicious activity on an abandoned property owned by the Hills. The neighbor told them that he saw Will Hill and his father, Claude, on the property in December. Police searched the property and found nothing. A jailhouse informant came forward and stated that Will Hill told him that he killed Whitney and his dad helped him dispose of her body. Without any evidence, the police could not follow up on that lead until April 2011. On April 1st, 2011, Whitney's family held a vigil for her that was covered on the news. On April 3rd, an unlikely person came forward to police. That person was Charlie Hill, Claude's brother. Charlie Hill tells police that he knew where Whitney was buried. Charlie said that after the police searched the abandoned property, the Hill family put up trail cameras. Claude told Charlie that he wanted to see if police would search there again. Charlie and police went back to the property. There they located the trail cameras and realized that the cameras were placed at odd angles. They realized at that point that the cameras were pointing to a grave. As police started to dig, they discovered a garbage bag containing the body of Whitney Bennett, her purse, and her cell phone. The medical examiner concluded that Whitney died from asphyxiation. When police reviewed the trail cam footage, Steve Akers was on the footage. Steve Akers was Claude Hill's stepson. When Steve Akers was questioned, he had an alibi when Whitney was killed. However, Steve was known as the smart one in the family, and after an extensive investigation, police concluded that he was the one that came up with the idea where to dispose of Whitney's body. On April 25, 2011, William Hill was charged with first-degree murder of Whitney Bennett. Police suspected that Will saw the text messages from Nick to Whitney, which led to Whitney's death. Claude Hill and Steve Akers were charged with obstruction and accessory after the fact. William Hill was sentenced to life without parole. Claude Hill and Steve Akers were sentenced to 5 years. The last case I have for you today is 15-year-old Malia Solanka from Edgewood, Maryland. In 2017, Malia Solanka was an all-star athlete playing softball for the Churchville Glory travel team. On August 9, 2017, Malia did not come home. Malia had been living with her grandmother Donna. While Malia was missing, Donna told WBAL that a couple of weeks prior to Malia's disappearance, Malia showed her bruises and that her ex-boyfriend told her that he would kill her if she told anyone. Donna then said that she knew Malia's ex-boyfriend, Nashawn Perry, was the one who was behind Malia's disappearance. On August 16, 2017, a naked body was found in a trash can in Havre de Grace, Maryland. It was the body of Maleigha Solonka. She had been strangled to death. DNA from items in the trash can were linked to Nashawn Perry, just as Malia's grandmother's Donna had suspected. Nashawn Perry was arrested on August 28, 2018. Nashawn Perry's trial had been postponed in 2019 due to threatening messages that were written in the courthouse's elevator stating, quote, "Kill Perry," end quote. On March 10, 2020, Nashawn Perry pled guilty as part of a plea agreement stating that he would serve 20 to 40 years. While awaiting sentencing, court records show that he was charged with second-degree assault of a corrections officer on June 21, 2020. He is scheduled for sentencing of Malia's murder on November 17, 2020. Thank you for joining me this week. If there is a Maryland's Missing or Murdered case that you would like to see on this channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. I will see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.